Is he arrived? Is he in North London? Where is he? Have you seen him? He's arrived. It's done.
We've just signed the Belgium international Leandro Trossard for 21 million plus around about 6 million add-ons. He is now an Arsenal player. Now let's go straight into his stats, starting with 7 goals and 3 assists in the league. 7 goals, that's 1 less than our current top goal scorer, Martin Odegaard. And I want to focus on the goal scoring ability that this man has. He is a superb striker of the ball, a great finisher. He's clinical with those 7 goals. And listen, the one that sticks out to me, and I think to many others, that hat-trick against Liverpool at Anfield. He scored 3 goals, all of those with his left foot. He's right-footed, by the way. Imagine that. He's also scored the most goals with his weak foot than anyone else in this Premier League so far this season. For me, that is a stat that I love to hear. It's something as a striker, ex-striker, what we all want to hear. Which side is he going to go on? Which way can he shoot from his left, his right? When defenders say, show him on his weak side. What weak side? I love that. For me, that is a nice stat and a nice trait that is going to bode well for this Arsenal side. We don't know which side he can go down when he's attacking, whether it be the left or the right side of a defender. Same like Saka and Martinelli. You see how players, double up on these sort of players who are so dangerous in the attack. And that's going to be the same with Trossard. Something I'm very, very, very excited to see. Now, another thing, this is a regular theme here when it comes to Mikel Arteta picking his players. Versatility. Yes, Trossard is a very versatile player. Now, I need to go back to when I watched him in the 0-0 draw, actually, away at the Amex, that terrible weather day, raining. He played, but he was a player that stuck in my mind. Him and Cucurella, they were superb, very direct, very intense in the press, causing Arsenal a lot of problems. Yes, we did get a draw in that game, but they were key players that caused us a lot of problems. He can plays on the left, can play left wing back, false 9 as well. Now this is where it's key because a lot of people say, it's going to be competition for Martinelli and potentially Emile Smith-Rowe. But what about Eddie Nketiah? We all thought Gabriel Jesus might be back maybe February, but it's looking like it'll be longer than expected. So you may even see Trossard come on for Eddie Nketiah or the other way around because we know how good his scoring ability is. We talked about the hat-trick earlier. So for me, that only bodes well again for Arsenal. We need more goal scorers. Goals are coming from everywhere on the pitch at Arsenal Football Club, and he's going to be doing that. I haven't seen him so much play on the right side, just in case there's needs cover for Saka. But when I did watch him that 0-0 draw at Brighton, he did end up floating over to the right as well. And with this confidence in both feet, it does seem like it's going to be looking very, 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 very good. Now, let's go into his Premier League experience. Now, this is important. Sadly, to some people, we didn't sign Mudryk, but he's not Premier League proven. This is a big, big plus when it comes to Leandro Trossard. He has been in the Premier League. I think he's got over 100 appearances in the Premier League, so he's well versed in this Premier League. Now, he's 28 years old, so he's going to be seen as a senior player to many of the players, but that experience will help us very much so when it comes to later games in this season. He scored against Chelsea. He scored against City at the Etihad, a place where we need to go and pick up points. I mentioned it earlier. He scored the hat-trick at Liverpool. At Anfield, that's where we need to go and pick up points. We've been cursed with not winning against Liverpool in Anfield, so maybe he might be the guy to unlock that. That Premier League experience is a big plus, one for us as fans, I'm sure the Arsenal side. It also makes me extremely happy that when Mikel Arteta looks at the bench, now there's options there. You might have a Emile Smith-Rowe come on. You might have a Trossard, and defenders will be thinking, I've just been exhausted trying to defend against Martinelli or the Sakas or the Eddie Nketiahs with the press. Now you have Trossard to think about. And like I said, it didn't go either way. We like that. He's going to cause a lot of Premier League defenders a lot of problems. Also, thank you, Brighton. This is another signing from you guys. It feels like a little feeder team right now. Ben White's been a superb signing. Trossard I have high hopes for. It doesn't feel like a panic signing. It doesn't feel like a panic signing at all. If we talk about Mikel Arteta and the signings he's done in the past, it's very thought through. A profile of player. He's a short winger, explosive, can press, scores goals, similar to what we have so far. It's not someone who's gonna He's going to drop the level when it comes to Arsenal Football Club. And another thing, we know going to Brighton and playing against Brighton has been difficult in recent years. They have a style of play that sometimes stifles this Arsenal side. So when he has to adapt to this Arsenal playing style, it won't take too long for Trossard, which is another massive bonus. I am excited about this signing, I must say. It doesn't feel like a panic buy like I mentioned earlier, but I must say, Edu, talking to you here, maybe one more? Maybe two. We're happy with the sign, I am for sure, but we could always still strengthen in this window. There's still time left. But before we wrap up and go, a big welcome to Arsenal from me, from the Arsenal fans, and everyone at AFTV. Welcome to Arsenal, Leandro Trossard.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.